coming or a disappointment of being in that position?
I felt like it was an opportunity that slipped for us to be able to have that gratification of winning a game where we weren't making shots. We made a good comeback there at the end, but through three quarters, there was more discouragement from our missed shots that was affecting our concentration level and resolve defensively. Particularly, in that second quarter and then probably through 7 or 8 minutes of that third quarter, that's where we really pride ourselves in being able to hold the fort, find a different way, a different solution, just buckling down, concentrating and defending the way we're capable of. Not to say that we would have gotten stops, but we had several breakdowns, and then you could feel our lack of resolve from the discouragement of missing shots. And we had a rough night shooting the basketball, but that's going to happen in this league to find a way to get the job done.
Was it just missing shots, or was it Dallas again keeping you in the holding you down?
It's both. It's not just us, missing shots. First half, our spacing was a little bit jammed up, and against a good defense like that, and particularly at the rim, they do a great job with their bigs of protecting, at the rim. If your spacing's not right, you're going to be bumping into each other. And it took us a while to get our spacing appropriate because we had good drives in the first half, but we were running right into each other. And then that started to get cleaned up a little bit, and then we missed some open looks. But, Dallas is a very good defensive team, so you do have to credit them.
Tyler, 20 first half points, no second half points. Something he did, something they did to him.
Well, they were in the zone a lot, so, it has to, you have to have the right execution a lot of times. There was a segment where they finally went back to man. And I probably could have done a better job getting the group organized, to get him some space and places where he could operate. But it was that kind of game. Both teams were jumping in and out of zone, out of man. So you just kind of had to play out of principles, and we didn't do a phenomenal job of playing out of those principles.
Kalel certainly had his moments, but he had some other moments. How do you sort of get him to shake those, or is that just a young second-year player?
That's part of the process. He's learning, and he's putting in the time. He's been dedicated with it, and that's the deal in this league. You're being fed through a fire hose when you're a young player, and you're learning how all these little detail things impact winning. And there's these swing moments, that can be so important throughout the course of the game. But he did some good things. So we'll focus on that, and then we'll continue to develop him on all those finer details.
And then lastly, Drew Smith and just what he does, almost played himself to exhaustion.
Yeah.
How important and helpful was it to make it a game for you guys?
Yeah, he's really unique. He's a league leader in steals, per 36. He has an uncanny ability. First of all, just think about how crazy that statement is. Mm-hmm. Leading this association in steals. But he does it in a much different way than most do it. He just has really good hands. He has great anticipation. He can kind of feel, when guys are going to put the ball out there or pass. And when you put him in the zone, that's when he can be particularly disruptive.